Yo,
What's good, bro? What's good? What's going on?
episode 2.
Episode number 2.
We made it.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here, man. How about you?
Tell mama I made it.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man.
Gotta be hyped, man.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Bearded Wrestling, everybody. Here again, speak some more wrestling.
Yeah, man.
All over this world, man. They love it wrestling and all different companies. But here at Bearded Wrestling, you know, we focus on the big dogs, small dogs, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You can follow me on my personal page at JVoz on Instagram.
And me at my personal page at Bo Knows 1983. Jesus Christ.
1983. Or you can hit us up at our social media outlet pages for Bearded Wrestling, which is Bearded_Wrestling for Instagram and Facebook. Mm-hmm. You can hit us up on SoundCloud at Bearded Wrestling. Okay. On YouTube at
Bearded Wrestling.
You're learning. Yeah. You're learning these things.
Yeah, man, quick.
And is that all? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and SoundCloud. And our email at beardedwrestling1@gmail.com.
And social cam. I'm playing.
And social cam. So listen, you can hit us up on all of those different things. If you're on YouTube right now and you haven't subscribed yet, there's a button. I don't know if it's on the left. I don't know if it's on the right, but it's somewhere right around here. Hit the button and subscribe. We need that. You know, hit us up with some comments. If you agree with us, you disagree with us, don't be nasty.
If you agree with us, give us a thumbs up. If not, give us a thumbs down.
Don't be nasty.
We always open. Let me tell you. For real. Be respectful in the comments. But honestly, we always open for people's opinions. So whether your opinion is good or if you agree
it's your
with
opinion.
Us, or disagree is your opinion. So we just want y'all to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And that's all.
And that's all. Now, as always, this is a mixture of a show, of a podcast. It's a rating review, and it's us just giving our opinions on different topics. All right?
Yes.
So please don't forget the Bearded rating system. It goes from 5 to 1, but we focus on more. So 5, 4, and 3. Right? So it's 5 is the big beard, it's the dope beard. 4 is, it's nice. 3 is I see you trying. You get the 2 or 1, he's about a 3.
Yeah, I'm not trying anymore though. You know what I'm saying? It's getting there. It's growing a little.
All right, cool.
You know
if you're at a 2 or 1, that means, like you're using creams, you're getting oils. You're just trying to get your weight up. All right, so that's the Bearded system. We're going to get to the first show with the rating review, and it's going to be with my show.
The
Monday Night Raw. The Red Show, everybody.
Boo.
I have on blue because I love the Knicks, but I got to get me a red hat to go with the show.
Listen, man.
Won't
make no difference though.
Listen, Monday Night Raw. It's a great show. It started out with the gauntlet match.
This year.
Did you like it?
I like the first 2 matches. Yes, I was marking out for those 2 matches.
Really good matches.
Yeah, really good matches.
So the gauntlet match was between Seth, Roman, Cena, Elias, Finn,
The Miz, and Braun Strowman.
And my guy.
He just loved to do that.
I do. And my guy, Braun Strowman. It is the longest match ever taped on
was
TV.
a long match. It was a long match. But like I said, the first 2 matches I was really psyched about. It was actually really, really good.
It is the only match that's longer than that. Bruno Sammartino had a match back in the day that went a little longer. It was like maybe 10 or 15, 20 minutes longer. Wow. But they don't do this kind of stuff anymore. So I thought the long match really it gave something different. You know, and we didn't start with a big promo.
It was a small promo from Roman Reigns.
Right. It wasn't a big chat about.
Yeah.
We went right to the wrestling.
And that's what the show needs.
And that's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's what the show needs.
I don't know if they got... Somebody said in one of the rooms that I'm in yesterday, said, they got some... Who has Vince locked in the closet? Why are we getting such a good show?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm going to give my opinion on the show.
No, whatever.
The first 2 matches were great. Yes. Let's get right into it, though.
Seth versus Roman.
Good match.
It was a really good match.
It was a good match. It was pretty good.
Really good match.
Especially with these 2 guys, they work well with each other. They know each other very well.
The chemistry between these 2 guys are amazing.
Yeah, it was a good match. Not a bad match at all.
Seriously, the fans started chanting, "We want the Shield. while they were fighting. What did you think about that?
I think that's done right now. You know what I'm saying? They had a time when they came back. It was a lot going on, especially around TLC. You know, where they had Kurt Angle come in to replace who he replaced. I think it was Roman.
Yeah, it was Roman.
Yeah.
I got something about that later on. You like?
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, like I think they could have did a lot with the Shield, but obviously, with injuries and obviously it was the timing for everything is
Very
like
true.
So I don't know why they was chanting. Maybe where did it take place? In Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why.
All right, and then we had Seth versus Cena after Seth beat Roman.
That was actually a great match.
It's a really good.
That was a better match than Rollins and Reigns
Cena.
match.
I liked Cena hit trio of belly to bellies
Yes.
on Rollins. That was
Yes,
pretty
that was
good.
great.
And then who I think is an amazing wrestler, Seth Rollins. I think is one of the
Oh yes,
top guys.
there's no doubt about it, man. He's actually really good at what he does.
He's one of the guys.
Yes.
He hit Cena with AA.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
I thought that was dope. He lasted over an hour too.
Wow. Like I said, this
He
guy.
gets 4 beards.
You think? I will give that match.
No,
with
no,
him.
I give him 4 beards.
Oh, all right. I can understand.
I think that's
that.
some of his best performance.
But how about the match?
Cena, I give it a 3.
Okay. I
Maybe
give it a 3.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 is fine. Yeah.
Then he beat Cena to go face Elias.
And it goes all downhill from there.
I give this match a 2.5. I'm not even going to
I give it a 2. I mean, you can pass.
Finn versus The Miz.
Still downhill from there.
Yeah. The Miz versus Braun Strowman.
Still downhill from there because of what's going to happen after the match.
Braun proclaims that he will be the one to fight Brock.
Not true.
I think they let him win this because he knows he's not going to win the elimination.
I'm going to say this. I see the Elimination Chamber being between the 2 last men standing, and that's him and Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns is actually going to win.
Yeah.
You
I
can
think
tell.
that's why they gave them this match.
Yeah, and this is why it's so predictable. And not only that, it's like, he's been in 2 championship matches with Brock Lesnar. One being, at SummerSlam, and also the other one being with Kane in the triple threat match. So he's basically getting more opportunities at the time, which he's not winning none of these matches at all. So, I mean, honestly, I definitely, I don't want to say it, but of course we see Roman Reigns winning.
Yeah,
The Elimination Chamber.
The Oscar interview. I gotta just say, right off the bat, this was 2 beards.
And
How can you expect her to do a good promo when she can't speak good English?
I mean, listen, man, she's been working like that in NXT.
Oscar,
I mean, bro,
2 + 2 is
Yeah.
12.
Listen,
Like,
you could do this. You could say the same for Nakamura, but at the end of the day,
Yes.
these guys are great in the ring.
yes, great.
Do they
great.
need a manager? I
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
I think so. But
Yes.
at the end of the day, these guys been working like that in NXT, and it hasn't been a problem.
What do you think about Nia Jax coming to attack Oscar?
That's just basically
Build up?
is a build up for her losing that match at Elimination Chamber
I think
because
it's
she's not
bad,
going to
though.
win. She's not going to win.
Who's not gonna win?
Nia Jax is not
Yeah, they're
gonna
gonna
win.
do my boo dirty. I think Oscar wins Sunday.
Of course she wins.
They're not gonna let her lose at this.
They're not going to let her.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, nah, not at all.
They're not gonna let her lose. You know,
Yeah.
like the Bar versus Titus worldwide. What do you think about this match?
I don't really care too much for that match, to be honest with you.
I gave the match a 2.5. I think though,
I think you should just
and
give
we'll
her.
see it later on in rumors. I'm gonna talk about it later. Let's just move on.
Horrible.
And then Teddy took over.
Horrible.
Let's make a tag team. No, let's make 3. Let's make 4.
Horrible.
Let's make a 15 tag team championship. Like Mickey James, Sasha Banks, and Bailey versus Alexa Bliss. Sonya Deville,
I honestly
and Mandy
feel
Rose.
that Alexa Bliss is going to lose the title. To whom, I don't know, but I think she's going to lose it.
I think she's gonna win it.
I think she's going to lose it. I mean, it makes no. Honestly, they should have been took the
I don't
title
know.
off her. She's
I'm just
boring.
tired of seeing these matches.
The last match she had was was back in October at TLC, right?
yeah.
That's what was said. But honestly, I think she loses this match. And if she don't, the next pay per view, she definitely. I don't see her bringing the championship belt into WrestleMania.
I do.
Nah.
Unfortunately.
Why? I don't understand why and how would it benefit.
You know
anybody.
why? I said it last week in the episode of Jobbers.
Okay.
tired of the way you guys are treating all your jacks. It's wrong. You know, it's because
Well, you know what though? I wouldn't say this. If anybody I see winning that belt is going to be Sasha Banks.
maybe.
Yes. If anybody I see winning the belt is going to be Sasha Banks, which my opinion, this is my opinion by the way, is going to set up a match between her and Bayley, and her being heel.
I'm tired
Her being heel.
of
Listen,
matches
it's going
over and
to be
over.
it's going to be her being heel though.
Who's gonna be heel?
Sasha Banks.
If they do that, then I'm okay with it.
I think that's what's going to.
That's the only way I'm okay with it.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I would be okay with that too. You know, she was a heel in NXT, and now her being heel. Yeah, I see that happening. That's my opinion. Maybe it might not happen, but honestly, if it happens, I wouldn't be mad at that.
All right, well, listen, because of the elimination of the gauntlet match being so long and taking up almost the first 2 hours of the show.
Yes,
Raw is done. We're done with Raw.
Yeah.
Because that was the show.
Yeah.
So, on a whole, what are you giving Raw this week? Don't be disrespectful.
2.5.
You're an ignoramus, bro.
Nah, man.
2.5?
2.5.
Nah, the gauntlet match.
All right, I give it a 3 because of the match with Rollins and Reigns and Rollins and Cena.
I give it a 3.5.
I give it a 3.
I gave it a 3.5. All right, you hear it here. Bo gave it a 3, and I'm giving it a 3.5. That's Monday Night Raw.
Right.
We're moving on to the Blue Show.
Smackdown.
Smackdown. Smackdown Live.
Smackdown Live, my show. Yeah.
All right, let's get right to it because, I mean, it is what it is. It was a so-so show.
It was.
Let's start right from the top. They cut a promo.
Yeah, these promos, man.
Oh my gosh!
But you know what? It was with one of the greatest wrestlers right now, AJ Styles.
But it still wasn't.
It still wasn't.
It was lackluster, man.
Yeah.
It didn't have it.
Yeah.
I gave it a 2.5.
I give it a 2. I give it a 2 because I feel as if we see the same thing every week.
We do.
I don't want to be a negative person where I just keep giving a little.
You give
but at the end of the day, it's like what I expect from my show, which is SmackDown Live.
He starts talking about how he can beat all of them up one by one. He can't do it separately.
Yeah, right.
But he can beat Corbin. He can beat KO. He can beat Sami.
What I give my show, I expect high expectations from my show.
So,
and honestly, back then, I don't know what's going on or who's writing what and what's going on back then. But
Teddy Long is.
It's really not as good as it was. How
Teddy
it used
Long
to be.
is.
So, yeah.
So Shane comes out because they got a little heated.
Yeah.
And he makes a couple of matches for the night.
Okay.
And he does Corbin. Corbin came out. KO came out. And then Shane comes and he makes a match between KO and Ziggler. What did you think about that match?
You know my opinion about that already. I honestly feel as if what they done with Ziggler so far is horrible. So any match that he's going to be on until they do right by him, until they do something.
I think they're building him again.
They're building him, but I mean, they could have built him better than what they did. He could have been better than what he did.
But they're trying to build this new character that he's doing.
Okay, but what new character? He's not going to win the title. He's never going to. I'm not going to say never.
He's going to win something.
I'm not going to say he's never going to win. I'm not going to say he's never going to
win something.
Yeah, but that could be nothing. He could win. He could have a contract for that amount of money. But at the end of the day,
people are not making that kind of money in wrestling.
But I mean, listen,
that is a high-paying contract.
That's a high-paying contract. You could still be a jobber.
Besides Brock and him,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I don't know.
Still could be a jobber. My opinion is this: if you have a character, you want to basically build him. What they did with him when he relinquished the U.S. title was great. It could have been great up until WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Now he's talking about the reason why he did it is because he wants the main event WrestleMania, which is not going to happen. It might, but then again, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening right now.
Okay. The KO versus Ziggler match. What did you give it?
2.5.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
I gave it a 3.
I give it a 2.5.
You're a hard rater.
I'm not a hard rater.
You are.
I just expect more.
KO beats Ziggler via the pinfall. Then y'all went right back to a promo.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how many promos you guys did.
And this was horrible too. This promo was horrible too.
And Rude. Like, they built Mahal up so good and then just dropped him down to nothing. And he's back to being a mid-card guy.
Like I said, I don't mind him. I wouldn't be mad if they made him a U.S. champion. I like Bobby Roode, but I like heel Bobby Roode better than I like face Bobby Roode.
I think we all do.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, you know, he plays and fits that character of anti-American.
Mm-hmm.
So why not give him the U.S. title?
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? He's better as a U.S. champion than as a heavyweight champion. I'd rather see him with the U.S. title than a heavyweight champion.
And then, of course, what do? Shane books Orton versus Rude, even though Daniel wanted Mahal versus Rude. Again, another promo between your authority.
They need to do something else with Randy Orton.
They're going to do another triple threat match.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel
horrible.
it coming in the air.
It's already going to be announced.
I feel it.
But
That's why I said it last night in the room.
And honestly, I would be happy if Mahal won the title. I would be happy if he won the title. I don't want.
They're burying Randy Orton.
I don't want Randy Orton to have it. I definitely don't.
They're
want
burying him, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
He's one of the best to ever do
I don't
it.
want to see a Randy Orton with the title and then him going up against Mahal, because that's what happened with the WWE Heavyweight Championship.
They're jobbing him, and I don't understand.
Honestly,
they really are.
Who cares?
He's Randy Orton. Don't disrespect.
No,
you know what I don't care about?
What?
You know what I don't care
What
about?
don't you care about?
The Riot Squad versus Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky. That's what I don't care about.
Listen,
why are we having more of these matches?
I don't mind. I don't mind. I like Ruby Riott. I do like her.
Yes,
her in-ring performance is great. I do. Like I told you, I don't like the fact.
It was a solid match. It was a solid match, but I
gave it a 2.5.
You know what? I gave it a 3, but.
And the reason why I gave it a 2.5 is because I'm happy that Ruby Riott came out on top.
Which is why I gave it a 3, because I was tired of them giving it to Charlotte every week.
Yeah.
They needed to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then guess what? Another promo.
These promos.
Hey, guess
stop,
what?
Man.
Raw did a better job this week. The last 2 weeks, they cut the promos down almost to nothing.
I can honestly say this: Raw was a better show than SmackDown.
Thank you. Come on. Hater. Sammy told KO that he owed him and that he was going to lay down at Fastlane. Do you believe that? Or you think
no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. But you know what? It's going to be interesting to see how everything play out between them two.
It will. Yeah. It will be. All right, my guys. The New Day versus Benjamin and Gable for the number 1 contenders match.
Makes no type of sense if you ask me. Stupid. But, I mean, at the end of the day, how many times you going to see New Day versus
the Usos? I love
Usos. It. I mean, yo, don't get me wrong.
It's a great match.
Don't get me wrong. They put on some great matches.
They put on great matches.
I'm tired of seeing it. How many matches?
Do you want Benjamin and Gable to go against
I would rather them. They only had 2 matches.
I guess.
Had 2 matches. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as on pay-per-views, they only had 2 matches. I would like to see somebody else with the titles. Yes. What are they doing with the Bludgeon Brothers? Like, at the end of the day, they come down to the ring. They don't say nothing to nobody. You have them last week break the
TV.
Yeah, so how?
And then they came back out today.
Yeah, so what is it? How you trying to build something, but then you got the New Day going for the number 1 contenders?
I don't know.
That makes no sense. It's either you're gonna use the Bludgeon Brothers to be the next contenders, or you're gonna do something else. Like, honestly, it makes no sense. And this is what I'm saying is logical writing skills for whoever's doing this. Like, it makes no sense at all.
I don't know. I think Vince had a lot to do with this show.
Listen,
he didn't have a lot to do with Raw.
Listen, this show wasn't great at all, in my opinion.
Not at all. Charlotte puts up her belt against Ruby Riott, but Ruby will be fighting Naomi next week, and said she will only fight Charlotte at Fastlane if she's going to put the belt up. I think that's going to be a good match between the two of them.
It's going to be a good match, but Charlotte is definitely going to win.
I think so.
I do see Charlotte and Asuka taking on each other at WrestleMania.
I think that's inevitable. I think that's the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
AJ versus Corbin. It was a good match.
It's a good match, but it was like.
But I'm gonna give you the reason why you're saying all that. It was a great match, but it was a great match because of AJ Styles.
Yeah,
it wasn't a great match
because AJ Styles know how to carry a lot of people,
and Corbin doesn't. Corbin is boring.
I know he is. I agree to some extent, but I said he's a big guy.
He is, but he's boring.
He's a big guy. He's boring. But that's the same way I think about Randy Orton.
Randy's not boring.
Yes, he is. Randy has gotten boring over the years.
I think they need to find something else to help the gimmick, but I don't know.
I think it's time. I don't think we should wait anymore to SummerSlam for the trades.
I don't think they are. I think we're gonna get another trade after WrestleMania.
I think that we should do. They should start doing that because honestly, right now I'm getting tired of seeing the same people with the same.
I think Randy needs to go to SmackDown to Raw.
Huh?
Randy needs to go to Raw.
I agree.
But I think they're gonna do it after Backlash.
I agree. I think he should definitely go to Raw.
Yeah.
I think Wyatt should come back to SmackDown.
Yes. Well, we already said that last week. I'm definitely.
I wouldn't even be mad to see Samoa Joe back on SmackDown.
Yes.
There's so many matches and so many, so much potential with these guys.
With Samoa on SmackDown, it was so good. Like the matches that those guys were doing were pretty dope.
So like honestly, let's see what happens.
What do you give that match as a rating?
2.5.
You're rough, man.
I'm not rough. I'm until
it was a good match.
It could be a good match.
And AJ held it up. I'm giving it a 3. I don't care what you say.
I'm still not pleased with what's going on, and I'm going to be like that until I actually see.
Post match, Kevin and Sammy attack Styles and Corbin, and takes them out. But Corbin takes them out with the end of days. I gave that like a 2.5.
Didn't care much about that.
All right. So on the whole, what are you rating your show?
2.5.
Man, you didn't even wait for my drum roll.
I don't have to. 2.5.
Yeah. I'm giving it a 2.5 too.
I'll give it a 2.
All right, no, I'm giving it a 2. All right, so there you go.
2.
Raw wins it.
Yeah, I guess Raw wins it.
3-2. To God be the glory.
Horrible match. Horrible shows, man.
Monday Night Raw. I got to make that a part every week. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. We won. Ole! All right, we're moving on. Here we go. We're going to
205 Live.
205 Live.
It wasn't bad. The matches actually was pretty decent.
It wasn't that bad. Let's jump right into it. 205 Live started out with Buddy Murphy fighting Arya Daivari.
Good match.
I thought it was.
Arya Daivari was very aggressive in this match.
Yes.
And
he's really good though.
Yeah, and Buddy Murphy actually surprised me with some of the high.
You didn't think he was going to do too well.
I didn't think he was. You were
really crying last week.
I really did. He wasn't actually that bad, and he was a little bit impressive that night. And like I said, Daivari actually was impressive too with his aggressiveness and
very aggressive.
So I wasn't upset at that match. I think it was pretty good. I think the right man won, but I think they should definitely do something with Daivari. He can basically. I think he can carry. I think why not give him the
belt?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of guys that I can see with potential with the belt. I mean, you just got to give him that try.
I gave it a 3.
I give it a 3.
Oh, look at you being nice, giving good ratings.
I give it a 3. I was
not
impressed.
Even harsh, bro.
I was impressed.
All right. Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado with Kalisto defeated Johnny and Jimmy Boots in tights. What do you think about this match?
It was okay. A lot of high flying. It wasn't bad. I give it a 2.5.
I give it a 2.
It wasn't bad at all. Grand Metalik is actually a good.
I love Grand Metalik.
Yeah, he's great in the ring.
Lince Dorado was pretty dope too.
Yeah,
Lince Dorado and Kalisto gave a great match the other week.
Yes,
they did. This was okay.
It wasn't a bad match.
Do you think they need to do like some kind of tag team division for cruiserweights?
Nah, I think
they do a lot of tag team.
Honestly, I told you, I think my opinion is too many belts. I think that you have to basically.
Cruiserweight has
right now,
show.
You got to understand this. It's so many wrestlers. You're barely using them correctly. So why put another belt in the mix?
So somebody else can have something to fight for.
I think the only belt that should be. I think they should do a mid title for
women?
NXT.
Oh.
But honestly, I would say that would be the UK title. You know what I'm saying?
Which it is.
Yeah. So I mean, but then it's they not really. You really.
The women need another belt. They need something.
Nah, I don't think so.
They need something.
I don't think so. Not right now.
I don't know. They need something.
Right now.
All right. Cruiserweight tournament match. The second one for the night.
Oh man, this was a great match.
Mustafa Ali defeated.
This was a great match. I thought he was gonna lose.
You did?
Yes.
I like him a lot.
I like him too. I thought he was going to lose. And Jack was very aggressive in this match as well. And it was actually, he worked a lot on the arm, which was I take nothing from him at all. He's a great wrestler.
Jack is mad pale like Sheamus.
He was one of my favorites in the tournaments, man.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
his style of submissions and his groundwork.
Very unique.
Very unique. Yeah. And I enjoyed it.
But I'm happy. I'm actually happy they gave, what's the name of the
Yes, me too. What are you giving a rating on this?
I give it a 3.5.
You liked it a lot. You ain't give a 3.5 out all night.
I give it a 3.5. I like it. I think, the high flying moves, there was a lot going on that I was like, I can appreciate as far as, from the cruiserweights and, seeing, two different guys with two different styles in the matches. It was like, it was pretty decent.
I give it a 3.
Okay.
All right,
Not
so
bad.
205. It's a really short show, so it's
Yeah.
not that much to do. What are you giving it the whole show as a rating?
Whole show as a rating, I give it a 3.5.
Don't push it, bro. You be a nice
I'm
like
not,
all
I'm
the
not
time
pushing it.
now.
Honestly, I really
Don't push
I
it.
can see how and what you mean and what you've been speaking about over the throughout the weeks about
It's a really good show.
205 is getting better.
It's getting better.
And honestly, I'm liking the matches that I'm seeing so far. So I give it a 3.5.
All right.
All right.
So I'll go with it. 205 gets a 3.5. No, I'm not going with it. Because then it'd be better than Raw. And it wasn't better than Raw.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Some 3 match. Besides this, like I said, I'm going to say the Rollins match. Other than that, the show as a overall was better.
All right. 205, 3.5.
Yeah.
You heard it here. The Good Bros gave it a 3.5.
Yes.
Let's move on. We're moving quick, and I
Yeah,
love it.
we are. Yeah, it was great.
We be here for hours.
But hey,
We
man,
moving.
we gotta be real with the people, man. That's what the people want. They want the realness, and that's what we giving them. So
I feel that.
let's move on.
Oh,
All right,
one of my favorite things to do.
rumors.
Rumors. We're
Man, I
talking
love
about the rumors. All right. This week, I came up with a little something different for rumors.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you a rumor. And if you like the rumor and you think it's true, you're going to buy it.
Okay.
But if you don't,
Yeah.
you sell it.
Okay.
All right?
Let's see what.
All right, let's run through some rumors. Well, this one has kind of already been told. The decision to make Apollo WWE's last one-name superstar came from Vince McMahon. The site says it was due to his old last name being similar to that of a confessed killer in last week's Parkland, Florida school shooting. Do you buy that? Or do you just think he just didn't like?
I can buy that. I can see Vince doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want that connection with.
No connection with nothing.
Yeah. I could buy that.
All right, me too.
Yeah.
All right, so we bought that one. Let's see this
I
next
would
one.
change his name as a whole. To be honest with you.
I'd say Alexa Bliss, maybe,
Yeah.
will retain the women's title, but WWE may still be considering a Sasha Banks win in Sunday's Elimination Chamber match.
Hey, I didn't even read the rumors, but this is what I called it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that happening. Who
But
else?
it says the odds say that Alexa Bliss is going to win.
But this is what I'm saying. Who she's
I don't
gonna-
buy it. I'm selling.
I don't buy it either. I'm selling. But who she's gonna go up against after this? She fought everybody on the roster. Everybody.
Maybe they're going to put Rousey. She's
No,
Raw.
no.
She's signing
no.
the Raw.
But Rosalie she's gonna fight Asuka, bro. Not at WrestleMania, but she's gonna fight Asuka eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
So and I do see Asuka winning the title against Charlotte, and I do see Asuka going to SmackDown. So you know what I'm saying? That means she's gonna be undefeated, and if they're gonna try to get somebody to defeat her, it's gonna be,
Yeah, I guess.
So
All right. WWE mid-card wrestlers are making approximately half what they made in 2010. Indie wrestler Ben Hammond said on his podcast. He got the info from a mid-card guys that says, I know X OVW talent. Do you buy that or sell it?
I guess I could buy it.
I'm going to buy it because I was reading something a little earlier about Jim Cornette, who knows the business.
Yeah, of course.
And Jim Cornette, he was helping a lot with NXT before it became NXT. And he says that they're losing a lot of money in NXT because the money they're putting out, they're not receiving back in ticket sales. So if NXT is losing money, then they're probably
you gotta
drawing
think-
and pulling from the main show.
You got to think they make money in ticket sales only at like events like Takeover. You know what I'm saying? As far as the actual regular show that they tape in, they're not because the venue is not as big as the. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
true.
So of course,
but what I'm saying is like if
yeah.
they're losing money there, that money is trickling back up to the main show, and maybe that's affecting the B card guys from getting money. So I buy it.
So what do you think they should do? Do you think they should just make NXT its own show and not even have some of these guys being called up to the main roster?
I do, and I believe that's going to happen eventually.
I don't see that happening because
I do.
it's like a minor lead for.
But Triple H is trying to get it away from that.
I understand that, but eventually, where do you see these guys going? NXT by itself wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad idea at all. And I'm saying because they to me, they're better than some of the, it's better than the main shows, if you ask me, in my opinion.
Sometimes that's what I said.
Yes.
They need to do their own.
So, right now they have their own thing, but it's not as big as the main show. Like a lot of people still don't know or still not familiar with the NXT wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? But I think that like I said, the reason why they're losing out on money is because the venues, they're not having these. They having it the universities and all that stuff.
Full sale.
Full sale universities. So it's not like, of course they ain't gonna be making a lot of money. You know.
All right. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks in a row, Seth Rollins has stolen show on WWE Raw. According to Wrestling Observer Radio, the emphasis of the Kingslayer can be attributed to plans for him to challenge for the Universal Championship after WrestleMania. Do you buy it or sell it?
I buy it, but I want to say something. Last week I said something about Rollins.
Right.
And like I said, my only problem with Rollins is the fact that they put him in a match. They didn't build up the match. They just gave it to him. And I think he should have earned it. And honestly, my opinion is this Monday.
He's been mid-card with tag teams.
Yes. And my opinion is this Monday he actually earned it.
He definitely did.
With those 2 matches against.
It was amazing.
So I think.
But he's been wrestling like a madman.
But I take nothing from him. He's a great wrestler, honestly.
You can't, though.
But
The guy's
I
amazing.
really feel like, of course, WWE should build these characters and build these feuds instead of just saying, okay, you know what, I'm gonna just put them in a title match, and they're not deserving of it. You know what I'm saying? How do you get there from that to just, okay, he goes from the being the tag team champions, losing against the Bar, and then being in a match with the Bar, and Jordan getting hurt, and then all of a sudden he's in.
You're right up top. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though don't get me wrong.
But they only put him down there for the purposes of the Shield. It's not like he did something wrong.
I understand that, and don't get me wrong, he deserves to be at the top, but it's like you just putting him there. It's like you might as well put anybody there. Apollo Crews should be there. He was there. No, I'm saying
Apollo.
Excuse me. Apollo should be there.
Yes,
he was there. Now. That's why he was in that match.
It's not Apollo. It's
Crews. Yeah, Apollo. Yeah.
Okay.
But like I'm saying, that's what they doing. Like I don't see nobody working hard for it anymore. It's just like, oh, you know what? Let him be in the title. We need to fill some space. So put him in the title match.
But he does not consist of that because he deserves to be there.
He definitely deserves to be there.
Okay. Joseph Courier of F4WOnline.com states that Titus Worldwide versus The Bar for the Raw Tag Team Championship will be added at the elimination card. This report comes out of the heels of Neil and Apollo's victory over Sheamus and Cesaro for the 3rd straight time on Monday Night Raw.
Don't care. No, I don't care. I don't care.
Yo, bro, that's not the rules of the show. The rules of the show is that you buy it or you sell it.
I'm buying. I believe that's going to happen.
Okay.
But I don't care. You know, I want to give my opinion. Well, after you do the rules, I want to give my opinions about what I think is going to happen at Elimination Chamber. I think that, like I said, the two men is going to be standing. Is going to be Roman and Braun, right? So, which leaves a lot open for a lot of other matches. For instance, we already know somewhere down the line, I think John Cena is going to end up with Taker. Maybe we don't know for sure.
I think that's going to be WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I believe
that's going to be WrestleMania. So we know
they tried to say that he alluded to that already.
We know Cena is not going to win.
Yeah.
All right. Then you got Finn Balor, right? And this is what I was saying to you last week. I think that he should be in the match with Miz.
I think they're going to do a triple threat.
With who? Miz, Finn Balor, and
Seth. I think that's what they're going to do.
The reason why I'm saying I see Seth Rollins probably taking on Elias. It might not make sense, but think about it like this.
He's gearing for a title run.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is think about it like this. Because Elias is up there too. Don't get me wrong. He's a new face. You know what I'm saying? People really love him. They're trying to push him. So he's up there too. But what I'm saying is this. If you really look how wrestling, how they do back in the days, or even now, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to set something up for a feud. So you have the Miz and the Miz Taraj, right? Basically, you have the Miz and the Miz Taraj, and you got Finn Balor and the Balor Club. You know what I'm saying? That's right there, 3 teams. You know, we already seen.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that.
I understand you don't want to see that. But then I also said this. I wouldn't be mad. You know, we be saying that we need more tag teams on Raw, which we do. I wouldn't be mad if they break away from the Miz and become a team by themselves.
They might.
And I was thinking this. I had a name for the team.
Which would be
Sons of Legends.
Sons of Legends. That sounds really corny.
It's not.
That sounds really corny. Like
it's
one of those things that they do Because
But
they always try to
it's
push
not,
the
though.
third generations and the
No,
tech,
but
and
it's
it
not.
doesn't work.
It's not. But if these guys were serious, you would take them serious.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Not with that name.
Why?
It's cheesy.
What? All right, let me tell you. What do you guys think? Sons of Legends. Maybe it might sound corny. Maybe
All right,
it might not.
put it in the comments, guys.
Please.
If
Let
you
me
like
know.
that name, put it in the comments. If you don't, please say, Bo, you're crazy. Just say that.
But I say this. I said that to say this. With the Apollo, not Apollo Crews, Apollo, and Titus O'Neil situation, I don't see them winning at all. The Bar, we know they're gonna win, but we need more tag teams. Right now, we got the Revivals, who's going up against the Club.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we need more tag teams, and I wouldn't think that would be a bad idea.
I think we get ready to lose Cesaro and Sheamus.
I think we just get ready to lose Shameless.
But that's what I'm saying. The tag team with Cesaro and Sheamus.
I said Shameless.
Because Sheamus is, I think he's injured with a
Yes,
bad neck injury.
yes.
So I think Cesaro is going to get the push to go singles again, which he deserves because
Listen.
he's an amazing wrestler.
Wouldn't be a problem, but I will put him on SmackDown.
All right, I can see that.
I will put him on SmackDown.
Land
I think he need to get away from the red brand.
All right.
I think he need to get away from the red brand.
All right. And here's the last piece of rumor.
Okay, go ahead.
What is it? One of the indie shows, I think it's ROH or one of them. I'm sorry, I don't have this piece of information. I feel bad. They get ready to have a pay-per-view in Chicago this week, which is the hometown of who?
Pay-per-view, CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Okay.
CM Punk sends a tweet out and says, "Recently, a lot of people have been asking me if I'm." It's NJPW and ROH.
Yes.
They're having a pay-per-view, and
It's gonna be
with
I
Cody
heard,
Rhodes and all
yes, I can't I am gonna be watching that.
I am too.
I think it's
That's
gonna be a
good.
great show.
He says recently a lot of people have been asking me if I'm in, and then he puts one half. So, do you think he's just teasing? Do you ever think we'll ever see him back in a wrestling ring for any company?
I'm not buying that. I'm selling that
You selling it?
because he has a match coming up in
Yes,
the
he
UFC.
does. But I'm just saying,
Somewhere down the line, do I see him back in
in anybody's
in
ring.
wrestling? I do.
You see,
Same way I see Brock Lesnar going back to UFC eventually.
well, I told you he's not going to do that. 'cause
yeah,
he
not
doesn't wanna-
no time soon, but eventually I think
He doesn't want to
gonna-
do that year of suspension. He's going to lose money.
Yeah, but I think it's going to happen eventually. He's going to take a break after Mania. I think
If he loses.
yeah, I think he's going to take a break, and I think he's probably might wait out a year until he gets his license back from that. Do I see CM Punk ever in the ring again, wrestling ring? Yes.
Maybe.
Right now, I
No.
think it's too soon. I think he's focusing on
Getting beat in,
Yeah,
in UFC.
yeah, he's gonna.
He gets
Then again, we
lumped
can't-
up, bro.
Then again, we can't call it, man. But honestly,
Oh, I can call it. His face, their fist.
I would say this though: if this happens and he lose, then expect to see him in the ring.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's rumors, man.
That's it?
That was it, man.
All right,
that
cool.
was all right. That was the buy and sell edition
Yeah.
of rumors.
Right.
What are we moving on to now? I don't even know. Having so much fun. We got it together. We are together. We are synced. Watch this. We are now doing top
5.
Look at that. We are one in the spirit.
This guy right here.
We're locked up, man. It's top
man.
5. This is one of my favorite segments as well, where we're doing top 5s of all different things in wrestling. And this week we're doing top 5.
Top 5 heel turns.
Top 5 heel turns. Now, if you don't know what a heel is a bad guy, all right? And a good guy is a
Face.
face. And then between the face and the heel, you have a tweener. What is wrong with you guys?
Listen, man. Look, man.
Know your terms, man.
And I know my terms, but I'm just like,
It's a tweener.
then that's
It's
everybody.
in between.
Then
No,
that's everybody.
That's not everybody. It's not. Everybody is not a tweener. Don't do that. All right. I asked everybody on Facebook today, and I've been asking people for a while, and we did it one time. You gonna look at my list while I move it up?
Listen, man.
You gonna look at my list?
It looked like you got one that's on there that's memorable to many, man.
All right.
Go ahead.
You're up.
All right. I will say Chris Jericho turning on Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
That was one of my memorable ones.
Is that at the bottom of your list?
Yeah.
That needs to be.
Yes.
Okay.
That's-
Bottom of
that's-
my list of top 5 is Sergeant Slaughter turning on America.
Okay. It's not bad.
It was a good too.
That was
a
very good.
turn.
They really actually hated that man.
Oh, I hated him.
Yeah. That was really good.
What's on yours next?
Next it will be Ric Flair turning on Sting.
I can't put that top 5.
I would.
You know why?
He
Because
turned on him more than once.
But this is what I'm saying. He's always
turned on him
turning
more
on him.
than
It's
once.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, he
You
turned
knew
on
what he
him
was
more
going
than
to
once.
do.
Yeah, but
We
you
all
know,
knew
it
that.
still was my memorable because I remember that match. I remember the first one with actually, yeah, he did turn on him a lot. He did
Turned him on a lot of
Yeah,
times.
that one with the Four Horsemen, and definitely that was
Mm-hmm.
the memorable one.
I got a good one. Owen Hart turning on Bret Hart.
That was great.
It's a great turn.
That was a great turn.
And Owen needed it.
Yeah, he did.
Owen
It
needed
broke
it.
him away from the shadows of Bret.
And the Hart Foundation and
Yes.
the family all together.
Yes.
You know, rest in peace. Because, I think you would have had a great chance to be a main guy.
They actually, I think it's Beyond the Mats.
Mm-hmm.
You watch that, they spoke about, Owen coming up to be actually, that next guy after his brother left.
Yeah.
And he never got that chance, man. Never got that chance. And I could imagine how wrestling would be if he was still alive.
Absolutely.
It would be great. It would be
Who
awesome.
you got next?
Sensational Sherry turning on Sting.
Not bad.
Yeah. That was great.
Pull that out your head.
I remember that one. That was embedded in my brain. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. I like that
Pulled
one.
out a good one. I got one though.
Mhm.
Stone Cold joining Vince McMahon.
That was I love that.
The double heel turn.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was hilarious
A
though.
lot of people didn't expect that.
It was funny though.
It was, but it was
Because
it
they
was
had
like,
Kurt Angle in the mix of it, and with that man that shows that was hilarious.
That was
That
dope.
was hilarious.
All right, I think our next one is the same.
Yes, Shawn Michaels turning on Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty.
Memorable.
It's a classic.
Yes, yes.
It's definitely one of my favorite
Yes.
heel turns. I actually just watched it the other day.
Yeah. I could, that's that right there. Like I said, you could never get enough of that.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
It's it really set Shawn Michaels.
You know what? I'm gonna say one more too, and I will put that in the top 2. Jake the Snake turning on The Undertaker.
It's good.
That one was memorable because
Yes.
remember, like, you know what I'm saying, like it
Absolutely.
was saying that you have to that was, yeah.
Their feud was really good after
Yes,
that as
yes,
well.
it was.
It was actually one of the most memorable early feuds
Yes.
of The Undertaker.
Yes.
Number one. Is your
Number
number one
one?
the same as mine?
No, it's not.
All right, so say your number one.
Andre the Giant turning on Hulk Hogan
That was really good.
when he snatched the chain off his,
Oh yeah.
great. That was great. You know what I'm saying? At that, it was, man, I can't wait to watch the documentary, by the way.
That's gonna be great.
of Andre the
I
Giant.
think
man.
it comes out like 3 or 4 days after
Yes.
WrestleMania.
Yes, and I can't wait.
That's gonna be great.
I heard from them talking about it on the radio, Pete Rosenberg talking about how sad it was. You know what I'm saying? It was really sad because he really. There's a lot. I don't want to give it away, but
Don't give it away, man.
I really do.
You guys go watch it. It's gonna be on HBO. It's gonna be a really good documentary.
That was a great heel turn.
But
in my
mine's
opinion.
is better.
What is that?
It's the greatest heel turn of all
I
time.
know what you're gonna say.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Because you looked at my page.
Yeah.
It's the immortal Hulk Hogan joining the NWO. There's nothing better than that.
Yeah, you're right.
There's
I
nothing
agree.
better than that.
I agree.
I've watched it so many times, and I've seen documentaries done on it. And Kevin Nash and them said that the fans were so mad that night.
Yes.
One fan jumped over the
railing.
barrier,
Yeah.
the barrier,
Yeah.
and tried to hit Hogan, and he had to hit the guy.
Yeah.
Like for real, because they were mad. Do you remember they were throwing hot dogs?
Man, it was
and-
throwing water, soda, everything
It
they
was
could find in
horrible.
their hand. Yeah, that was
and
great.
and nobody expected Hogan to do that.
But it
He
changed.
was so nasty and vile. It was amazing.
See, and that's like it changed
Changed all
the
of
whole
wrestling.
perspective of wrestling. And even though they went on to lose,
Yes.
in the ratings because at that time it was yeah.
New World Order.
You know what? But at the end of the
Too
day,
sweet, me, man.
At the end of the day, like I said, it changed. Even people that wasn't even into wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
Talking about NWO. I would go to school and, a lot of people didn't watch wrestling. They were like, I'm NWO. They would choose who they were in the NWO. What messed up the NWO was it was too many people.
Got overcrowded.
Too many people.
And they tried to saturate it too much.
Yeah.
Like when they tried to do their own pay-per-view, it just got out of hand.
Yeah. Sold out. It just
got out of hand.
That's what killed the business, man. If they would have kept it with the top 3 guys from the WWF at the time, it would have been
not
awesome.
just the top 3. I mean,
yeah,
it just got bad when they started adding like Virgil and all those guys. It just got Ted DiBiase.
Then at the end, you can't forget. Do you remember who was the last leader of the NWO before they actually got bought by the WWE?
I can't remember right now.
Stevie Ray.
Jeez, that's horrible. Jeez Louise.
Oh man!
Shout out to the NWO.
Can you remember that, man?
One of the greatest.
Go back
factions.
and look and check it out, man.
I'm gonna have to myself.
It was bad.
One of the greatest factions to ever do it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to do a mini cast. If you don't know what a mini cast is, that's us just doing audio on our SoundCloud page. I think we're gonna have to do one on the top 20 heel turns of all time because there's so many great heel turns. That the top 5 couldn't do it, but to me,
I got to do some of my research on that stuff, man. Because like, if it's 20, if you saying it's over,
oh, absolutely,
got to look into that.
Absolutely.
Are you talking about just in the wrestling as a whole? Or are you talking about just as far as like WWE?
Oh no, all of the
WWF?
companies.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna do an honorary mention.
Yeah,
and it's the Larry Sabisco heel train.
Okay.
It was really bad. Like, Larry Sabisco had death threats. Mm-hmm. They were trying to, like, it was a really serious thing. Like, go do your research. Type in the Larry Sabisco heel turn. It's probably one of the most.
I'm gonna look into that myself.
It's a really good one.
I'm looking into that myself.
But for this list, this is who I went with.
Okay.
But he's definitely top maybe 6 or 7 on my list of all time for top 10.
Cool.
So that's top 5.
Top 5, dead or alive.
Always saying dead or alive at the end of it. All right. We are at the end of the show.
All right. Well, you know what comes at the end of the show. I'm not asking you. I'm
telling you.
I'm telling you.
This is the end of the show. He was supposed to have his segment together for today to give me a break, but he didn't. So
I like to disagree with this. I told him like he's good at all of this right here, and I'm here to disagree with him.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it really is.
Is that what it is?
That's what it really is.
All right.
Hey man, you know the essay, bro.
Guess what? I take my commentary very seriously.
I do too.
No, you don't.
I memorize everything.
You're a color commentator.
Like
you just say stupid stuff.
Yo,
I make a soliloquy. I do a full monologue, and you go like this. Sure do like wrestling. I pour the passion out, and then you go like this. Well, I like wrestling too.
No, I love wrestling.
You like Hulk Hogan? I like Hulk Hogan. Man. Hulk Hogan is a good guy.
You know what? But I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you about something.
Oh, you want to talk to me off the air?
No, off the air about some stuff that I want to do because I want to see like how well you know your wrestling.
We might have to bring that on as a part of the show.
Yeah. Like wrestling trivia, you know what I'm saying?
How well
you know wrestling?
You know wrestling. All right, we might have to do that. But right now, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. All right, so I'm gonna do a little special commentary on it, a little thing I put together, and then I'm gonna give you some points that I have to what I believe,
and I'm gonna give my opinions about what I believe.
Cool. I don't care.
Let's see.
All right, so. As mentioned in the first episode of this segment, we talked about how Vince was a main reason why many of the stars are either mad or the reason why they're leaving. But today I'll show how Triple H might be the Dick Cheney to Vince's presidency. Okay. You know what? I didn't even give my title.
Okay.
The title of this show is Triple H might not be the guy we think he is.
Okay.
We think he's the savior of the show. And and I believe he is. I think it is his time. But we make him as such a good guy, like Vince is doing all the bad stuff. And that's not true. Let me get back to my story.
Okay, yeah. Because I want you to clear this up. I am.
Thank you. I have come to believe that a lot of times it's Triple H that is the evil one and it's not Vince. I think it used to be Vince. But I think times have changed. All right. And here are some wrestlers that either Triple H has either completely destroyed or at least has tried. Now, this doesn't mean I don't want him to take over because I think it's been his time to take over. But I just want us to be clear of who Triple H is and how this could end up being a bad thing for us as fans. His love for the show sometimes, and for it to be the spotlight of the show, it makes his decision making as a boss cloudy, and that's not good to be the boss, especially if he's going to be the main boss of all of our shows, right? You have to be able to pull yourself out of the show and do what's best for the show, and not what's best for you. He's brought some of the best talent that we have today, and we love, like Seth Rollins, Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, countless others, right? Just remember, though, if he thinks that his spotlight might be taken by you, or that you think that you're better than him or the authority on a whole, get ready to be taken down. You don't believe me?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that you don't believe me. Here are some of my facts.
Okay.
To prove my point.
Go ahead.
Number 1, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, at his biggest point in WWE, right? Their storyline for him was that the authority didn't believe that he was champ material, that he was only a B-class wrestler, right? And then they made us really go with the Mark storyline of the David and Goliath, right? Oh, it's Triple H. He's going to kill him. Look what he could do to him. And Daniel Bryan was like, I think I can. Like the internet could. Like, people bought into that. I didn't, because I don't like Daniel Bryan. I never have. But I know you do.
Yes.
Like most of you marks. All right? But eventually, Triple H had to give him the push at WrestleMania. You remember that?
I remember that.
I watched it the other night, and it's probably one of my least favorite things to see at WrestleMania.
Now, let me ask you a question.
They had to give it to him, because if Daniel Bryan didn't win that belt that night, that place might have had a riot.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think. I know he's for the business. At the end of the day, I don't think that it's as serious as you think or believe.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm only getting started.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm only getting started.
Okay.
Truth is, Triple H didn't believe that Daniel Bryan was good enough. He never liked him. He didn't believe that he was champ material. And it shows because, well, it didn't show because it didn't get a chance to fully go there. But after he won the belt, Triple H had already made plans to have the belt taken from him, and either he was going to get it or somebody else was going to get it. But to luck as have it, he got injured. Okay. So they were able to take the belt from him already. So, but I'm telling you, he didn't believe in him. Number 2, Kurt Angle.
Okay.
These two guys have never really liked each other from the beginning. And I think it's because Vince was pushing Kurt as the guy. And Triple H was still in his prime. Well, at least Triple H thought he was. Right? Do you remember the angle that they played with the love triangle?
Yes.
With Stephanie, Kurt, and Triple H? I thought that had such potential. And it got stopped right in the middle of the tracks. You know why it got stopped?
Why?
Because Triple H believed that no one would believe that Stephanie would leave him for Kurt Angle. So he stopped a good angle just because he was feeling himself. Let's move on. You don't believe me yet. No, I got you. And then let's look at this. Now let's look at General Manager Angle. Do you remember when he became a member of the Shield?
When Kurt Angle.
Right? When Kurt Angle became a member of the Shield? And he did it because Roman was hurt. What does Triple H do 3 days later at a house show?
He joined the show.
He joins the Shield. He couldn't let my man have no spotlight. Triple H had to have all the spotlight. Bro, if you're supposed to be in the background with the headset on, doing what makes the show work, why do you feel like you have to constantly put yourself out in the spotlight?
Because
be a boss.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm going to disagree with you on.
Be a boss.
I'm going to disagree with you on a lot of stuff here.
I don't care.
I think that them being in a different country, Triple H. Yes, Because that wasn't in the United States when Triple H did that.
With the Shield?
Yes.
How does that matter?
It matters.
Why did he
because,
need to do it?
Because you want to put on the show
Why
for
did
fans.
he need to do it?
Bro,
Why
you
couldn't
want to
Kurt
put on,
Angle do it again?
You want to put on,
Why couldn't Kurt Angle do it
because
again?
Kurt Angle was actually at Raw, bro.
So what?
So what? Nothing.
He could have did it again.
Listen, first off, everything you're saying to me at this point, and no offense to you, is irrelevant because I think it's for the business. It's for the
It's
show.
not for the business.
So you really think that this
He's
guy
doing
has,
this stuff for him.
You think that this guy really have a vendetta against some of these guys that they?
Absolutely.
I disagree.
Number 4.
Okay.
Randy Orton. Triple H, every time this guy got the title, almost every time Triple H took it from him, his reigns never got his title reigns never got a chance to fully develop.
I don't agree with that either.
You don't have to. Number 5. Bayley was once a dominant wrestler in NXT, and then they pushed her up to the main show, and they never really gave her the same push that she got on the NXT card. And then when she went to Papa Triple H, she said, "Hey man, you think you can help me out? You think you could get me to where I want to be?" You know what he told her?
What?
"Oh, I don't have anything to do with that. I don't have any say. Go speak to Vince." Now you don't have anything to say? You don't have any say on things?
Because that's not his show.
Come on, bro. If he really wanted something done, he could get it done.
But but then that's
so that means he don't believe her.
No,
so he's lying.
It's two people clashing. You got one guy that owns the business. You got the other guy that runs the business.
And that's what he wants to run on her instead of just saying it.
Yeah, but I'm saying at the end of the day, it's like if you have a disagreement with somebody, I can't look at my boss and say, you know what, I think that, you should let this person do this or let this person do that. At the end of the day, she's my boss.
He does it all the time.
Yeah, but you can't.
He does it
at the end
all
of
the
day,
time.
She's my boss or he's my boss. So I gotta listen
all the time,
to
which is why you have guys like Seth Rollins and all of them being champion. That's stuff that Triple H.
You know why I feel that everything you're saying right now is irrelevant? Because there's a lot of young guys that's being pushed in NXT. And yes, when they come up to
I'm gonna get to it.
Okay, yeah. Because I want to know. I want to know.
The problem is that it's like he leaves some of these artists that he's pushed up to dry once they get to the main show.
But it's not his doing, bro.
It is.
It's not his show. It's not his doing.
He has a lot to do with it.
He has a lot. He don't.
He has a lot to say on Monday
So
Night Raw.
all right, this is why I disagree. How you come one week saying that the man with 3 H's is going to make the show better, and then the next saying that he had a lot to do with
Hey,
a lot
guess
of
what?
guys.
All I'm saying is this. You have to look at both sides of the spectrum. And both sides of the spectrum to me is Triple H will make the show better. But in a lot of reports, even the stuff that I was doing last week for Vince, they showed that a lot of stuff is fuming from Triple H. And
What if it's not, though?
it is. And I'm telling you,
What if
this
it's not?
is stuff that Dave Metzler is saying. You know what he says is almost like gold.
Not everything, because Dave
Not
Metzler
everything.
has been wrong a lot.
He
too.
is. But there are a lot of guys that are saying that Triple H holds vendettas against people, and it stops people's careers.
But they've been saying that against Triple H for a lot. But
So
you
it
can also
sounds like it's true.
Listen, they've been saying that for years about Triple H.
And guess what? He's been running
I'm gonna
stuff
say
for
this
years.
though. I'm gonna say this. Triple H probably is that guy that have vendettas against people, but he's also that guy that bring people back and basically you
Sometimes,
know.
yes.
Okay,
Yes, you're right.
So it's like
It's a good and a bad. Only thing I'm doing is showing the bad.
Okay,
That's all I'm doing.
but I can't.
This bad is good stuff.
I'm going to say this. I don't see what you're saying to me as far as like I see it as being irrelevant because at the end of the day,
He's hurting people's careers. How is it irrelevant?
but how?
Because he's making sure that his career as a wrestler stays relevant when you're not a wrestler anymore.
Bro,
You're an admin. If you're an admin, be an admin. That's like a pastor who was once the organist for the church. Every 5 seconds, he's getting off to push the organist off because he wants to do shouts from 1983.
But he's also
bro. You're not the organist no more. You're the pastor.
I understand what you're saying.
You don't get that?
But he could still be the same guy.
No,
that put people
you
over.
can't.
No, he could be the people that put. He could be the guy that put.
But
people
he don't want to
over.
put people over
Why? How you figure though?
because he's always doing stuff to make himself look better. He's not
But
putting people over.
how
Who's
you
the last
figure?
person he put over?
Rollins.
When?
He put Rollins over, bro.
When? You mean after he hit him with chairs? After
But he
beat
put him
up?
over though. He put him over,
Bro.
He didn't have to, but he put him over.
Bruh.
But he
Let's
put him
move
over.
on. Number 6,
All right.
CM Punk. CM Punk blames Triple H for messing up his push in 2011 for the heavyweight championship.
Okay.
I seen it in
So let me say this.
myself.
Let me say this. I'm going to say this. I understand what you're saying. What you're saying about Triple H. But then there's also two sides of the story.
I'm only showing this
So
side of it. Why
I
are you
understand.
fighting me? Let me show this side.
You're showing that side, but you're not showing the side of CM Punk, who has an attitude in the film.
He has a nasty attitude.
Okay.
But all I'm saying,
so
we know that. But all I'm saying is, you want to talk about CM Punk? Maybe then you should do your research, and you do. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. But right now, I'm asking you. I'm not asking you. Pardon me. I'm telling you. All right? Because you're making me mad.
Listen,
all
man.
right? Number 7.
Go ahead.
China. Once partner, longtime friend, and once spouse. Mm-hmm. Why is it when he's asked about her not being in the Hall of Fame, he has no answer? Maybe it's because Mama doesn't want him talking about it.
Well,
but that's disrespectful. China should be in the Hall of Fame, and it should be him as a COO
can I say something?
To push that.
She mentioned her name like before the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
So and that might change a little bit. It might change a little bit. At the end of the day,
are you telling me that she does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame over Ivory?
I'm not saying that.
I'm asking you,
listen,
yes or no?
I'm not saying that she don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I think based off of what happened, you know how strict WWE.
I'm asking you, yes or no?
What I'm saying is this: you know how strict WWE is about certain things.
Yes, but that,
you know
that,
about
that time
okay,
is gone.
no, it's gone. But at the end of the day, they still have a show to run and have a.
Yes, but do you believe that she belongs in the Hall of Fame?
I do, but at the end of the day,
that's all.
No, but
that's all. I'm not asking you. But I'm telling you, and we're moving on.
You can't.
I'm moving on. You want to run it? You do your own.
You can't.
All right.
You can't.
Number 8.
Go ahead.
Goldberg. Him and Goldberg have never liked each other. Even when those guys were the two top guys of both shows, WCW, WWE, or F, whatever you want to call it, they always had nasty words about each other, right?
Yeah.
And then when it was finally time for Goldberg to come to WWE, and he went a year without losing, and it should have kept going because Goldberg should have went out the first time like undefeated because from WCW on, the guy was unstoppable. Especially back then. Who was the person that messed up his undefeated reign?
Was it Nash?
No, it was Triple H. Because Triple H has to be the guy.
You're talking about when he was on in WWE.
And he went a year without being undefeated. You know who messed it up?
In WWE?
Yes. You know who messed it up? Triple H.
But you know what? I think
Triple H did it.
In my opinion, it was stupid for them to try to do. No, it was stupid for what they were trying to. They were trying to recreate something they didn't.
And guess what? It was working. It was working. And he didn't like the decision of Vince going with Goldberg on his show.
Bro, I think, listen, I wouldn't have never, in my opinion, I wouldn't have never done it. He already lost in WCW. For you to try to recreate something.
But it worked. It worked. All right, I'm moving on.
That's not a memorable moment for me. I don't even remember
that's okay.
him doing that because obviously I think he should have lost. Not well to Triple H or anybody else that could have took him out.
Batista.
You know? What about Batista? He want to come back actually. So
yes, the Animal would like another run with WWE.
Okay,
but he says the only way he'll do it is if he gets a shot at Triple H at WrestleMania. But you know what? Triple H wants nothing to do with him, and for no reason.
Did he say that?
Yes.
When?
I have to find it for you, but I'll send it to you.
Okay.
He doesn't want anything to do it, and he keeps doing it. And the reasons why he doesn't want anything else to do besides that match is because his last time around, he hated the booking that they did for him. They made him a face, which he's not good as a face.
I'm going to say this.
And they put him in the Evolution. Did you know that he didn't want to be in Evolution? Did you know that?
Well, it played out very well.
And he hated it. Every minute of it.
He played out very well. It actually basically, like... if he wasn't in Evolution, it would have been bad on him. I'm going to say there's a lot of things that people might not agree with, but honestly, could you not see Batista in Evolution?
I think it worked well.
It worked.
I think Triple H made a great business move on that one.
First off, business at the end of the day, right? These guys is not that stupid. Vince and Triple H is not stupid at all. Business at the end of the day, right? So you know this guy right now, he played a character in one of the Marvel. You know, okay, so would you think that they would be like, yo, you know what? Nah, it ain't gonna work out. Or you think they'd be like, yo, you know what? Oh, he got a movie coming out. You know what? A lot of people don't know that he was a wrestler. Let's have him on the show. They're gonna think like that, bro. I bet you
I bet you.
I do
they don't
believe
do
in the future that Batista will be back on that show and he will fight Triple H.
I don't.
I do.
I don't. All right.
Mark my words on this day, the 21st of February, 2018.
All right.
I said that.
If so, I'll give you $1.
Okay. $1.
I don't gamble, man. Number 10, and we're right at the end.
Okay.
Zack Ryder. Zack has always been on the road to nowhere, right?
Okay.
But in 2011,
Shout out to Long Island, by the way, Zack Ryder.
Long Island,
Yeah.
he got a big buzz with the fans due to some internet videos, kind of like almost what they're doing now, with the videos, like backstage and all that.
So
he was one of the first people.
So let me ask you, he would say he was the first one.
He was one of the first ones.
Yeah, I agree.
He messed it up though by stating that his YouTube page was bigger than WWE's, and Triple H didn't like that. And it was a big no-no, and Triple H was like, "Hey man, go down, go down." You know what's the biggest letdown for me with him?
What?
Remember when he won the Intercontinental
And
Championship?
he lost the next night.
Lost the next night. That was horrible. I think that was Triple H punishing him.
But didn't he get injured after that?
No,
He didn't.
no, not yet. To me, that was Triple H going like this. That way you'll learn.
But then again,
That way you'll
let me
learn.
ask you a question though.
That way you'll learn.
Where did he win the title at?
Who was that?
Was it in New York?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why.
And then you take it the next night?
That was his hometown.
That was disrespectful.
That was his hometown.
You couldn't let him have it for 2
Of
weeks?
course he was going to give him the belt.
You couldn't let him have it for 2 weeks?
No, man.
Disrespectful. All right, we're moving on.
Let me tell you, it would have been a riot if he didn't win that title.
Yeah. Not as much as the Roman Reigns thing, but yes.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my last one. Brock Lesnar.
What about this man?
Brock Lesnar has always been a monster, a beast, a killer. And when he came back the last time, he just started running through everybody. It was evident that they were pushing him to be the guy. And if you look at who he's beat since, it's amazing. He's beat Seth Rollins. He's beat Roman Reigns. He's beat Cena. He wore Cena out at that SummerSlam. You remember that?
I think Cena
With the 15 suplexes?
Yeah, but didn't Cena win one match against him?
He won one.
I think it was the first match they had, though.
No,
didn't
I don't think it was the first one. He,
Right,
he wore him out.
I know
at that SummerSlam.
I know exactly where you're going with this one.
He even let they even let him beat the Undertaker's illustrious and sometime mythical streak at WrestleMania.
Please don't.
And
I don't even want to talk about that.
And then, right,
I don't
like
even want to talk about that.
he could do all of that. He could beat everybody. But at WrestleMania 29, he couldn't beat Triple H. In a no-holds-barred match? Are you telling me that old Triple H was so big and bad that he could beat...
Wasn't that his first match back?
Who?
Brock Lesnar.
No.
What was his first match back against John Cena, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he lost the second match against John Cena.
Yeah, but...
So
but this was before the Cena matches. This was the time before. Because this led up to 30 with Undertaker.
Okay.
But are you telling me that Triple H was so good and that he needed that win so much that he couldn't get... If he would have beat Triple H in that match, that would have pushed him up so high.
It did already, though. But would it? Because honestly, he destroyed Undertaker and beat the streak. So regardless of if he won,
but I think if he would have did the Triple H win, it would have be much smoother when he would.
No, because that right there, you got to understand. It will forever go down in history that this man defeated the Undertaker.
But my thing is that you could beat the immortal, the dead man Undertaker, but you couldn't beat old Triple H.
Doesn't matter. The
guy with the shirt and tie.
It's part of the show, bro.
He shouldn't be.
It doesn't matter.
Be an admin.
It doesn't matter.
Aren't you tired of part-timers?
I'm tired of.
Aren't you tired of?
Aren't
you tired of part-timers?
I'm tired of Brock.
He is a part-timer.
Brock is a part-timer.
So shouldn't he sit down too?
John Cena is a part-timer.
He should sit down too.
I think is Randy Orton. I would consider Randy Orton a part-timer.
Randy's not a part-timer.
He's not?
No. He's on the show all the time.
Listen, but I consider a lot of these guys part-time. I don't think that they should sit down. I figured, it's like part-timers right now got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But
at the end of the day, we have a lot of young talent coming up from NXT.
Let them live.
Let them live.
Let them live.
I
But
agree.
they can't because Triple H is so worried about being the top guys.
These are the guys.
Bro, you like 45, 50. You ain't the top guy
Triple
no more.
H, but this is the guy that's giving them the jet.
Other people could do the push now. We don't need them. He's the last guy of his era. You know very well his last match should have been against The Undertaker in that
I agree.
In the Hell in a Cell match.
I agree.
But still, he fights. But still, I rise.
But listen,
why is he still rising? Why can't he just die?
He loved the business, man. Don't. You know what? I don't want him to
Triple
die.
H.
Oh, nah, don't say that. Don't say that. He don't. He shouldn't die. I love the business.
I want him to be Paul Levesque. I want him to be. I want him to just be.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys.
The admin. You know that's what I need.
He would never be that.
But this is the problem. You have guys wrestling until they die. Like, let it go.
Yeah.
Let somebody else get the spotlight.
He's really not that old, bro.
In wrestling years,
he's still going to
like
ring.
100.
Let me tell you this. He can still go in the ring, and he's better than some of these young guys.
Yes, but you know what?
So
let the young guys get a chance.
He's not a Kurt Angle. And no offense to Kurt, but I'm saying he's not.
That was disrespectful.
That's not. But he's not a Kurt Angle. You don't see.
You know what? He's not Kurt Angle. He's not an Olympic gold medalist.
He's not. You're absolutely right.
You all right?
You're absolutely right.
He is not a Grand Slam champion.
Let me tell you right now, he can move better than
Kurt
Angle. 10 times better than Kurt Angle on the ring.
Well, that's because Kurt Angle's had a long career.
He did.
And he's been full-time. And he's been full-time way longer than Triple H. Because for years, Triple H has been part-timing us. And nobody wants to say it. Guess what? I'm going to say it.
You're forgetting that Triple H had a longer career than this guy.
He's a part-timer.
He's
been part-timing for years.
Yeah, what in WWE or are you talking about WCW?
No, I'm talking about Triple H.
I'm talking about, all right.
He's been
part-timing
since the end of DX the first time.
He was Hunter Thompson in WCW too. And he fought some matches in there.
Bro.
You probably ain't going to remember him, bro. But he had a long career.
Bruh, yes.
He had a long career.
Yes.
Do I think he should retire?
And if he's had a long career, why won't he sit down?
Because he loved the business too much. And that right there ends on...
No. You don't end my show. I end my show.
Listen.
No. You don't end my show. I end my show.
Listen.
And I'm telling you right now, Triple H needs to stay out of the limelight.
Triple H,
you know what he needs to do? He needs to go behind the curtain.
He loved the business too much.
That's it.
He loved the business too much. He's not going to leave.
He needs to stay there. And I'm telling you.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think he can still go?
Of course he can.
So what?
But that doesn't matter. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And that's how I'm into the show. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, word, man.
But I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. These are facts. Maybe next week you get your stuff together and
listen,
you
man.
roll.
I got a lot to talk about. Off the air. Also, when next show comes, I'll have my list together.
All right, sure you will. All right, well, that's been the show. You can hit him at Bozno1983, Jay Bozo at Instagram. Together, Bearded_Wrestling. That's Facebook and Instagram. This is going to be on YouTube at Bearded Wrestling. This is going to be on SoundCloud at
Bearded Wrestling.
Oh, you did that good. And you can hit us up at BeardedWrestling1@gmail.com. All right, well, we out here. I'm going to holler at you later, y'all.